Hi, this video is to give you some tips on how to write a journal review that you have due this week. The article that you're going to be reading is called Environments That Inspire. It's an article that was published in Young Children, which is a professional journal published by the National Association for the Education of Young Children. And it's written by experts in the field and then peer-reviewed by other experts in the field before it's published in the professional journal. What you're going to be doing, there's a number of ways you can find the journal to read it. You can go to your modules here, click on modules, and then you're going to go to module 2, or maybe you're already looking at module 2. And here's where the journal can be found. So you can either click here and that will bring up the journal article and we'll download it. Depends upon what type of computer you have, how it will show up, but it will show up there in your screen. The other place you can find it is right down here at the bottom. So again, click on it and it will download. Before writing your journal review, I suggest that students look at the grading rubric that will be used to grade your journal review. Basically, there's 3 parts to your journal review. The journal review is to be about a page long. There is to be a summary, and for it to earn the most points, it needs to be concise, exact, and clear. The thesis statement needs to be included, and 3 main points need to be listed. And then you're going to do an analysis of the article. It needs to demonstrate that you understand the main points, that you give examples and also cite facts from the article, as well as your opinion. And then application. You need to demonstrate that you know how to apply this information, and you need to give an explicit example. Just saying that you'll use the information is not an explicit example. You need to say exactly how you will use it. And then one thing I like to point out that many students decide not to include is you need to cite the article in APA format, either at the top or the bottom of your page. And that's also listed in the directions up here. I remind students to carefully read the directions before submitting an assignment. And again, it states right here at the top or the bottom of the page, list the article in APA format. It also says that your review should be about a page in length, so that means each one of these sections will be about 1/3 of a page. Now, if you go back here to where it says modules, and up here in your course resources, you will find an example of a well-written journal review. As you can see, it's about a page in length. It's double-spaced. The student gives their opinion. They reflect on how they can use the information. And then, of course, they cite the article in APA format. Now, your module also includes information on how to cite an article in APA format. And one of the best places that's readily available to students and easy to understand is the OWL, and it's Purdue's online writing lab for APA format. So I recognize that I recommend that students visit this website if they're not sure how to use APA in their references in their article. And so if you go to the OWL, you will see how to reference articles in a periodical. So you will see that it recommends that you have the author's last name, first initial, middle initial, period, period, comma. If there's more than one author, then of course you have additional last name, initials, etc. Then you put a period. Then in parentheses you put the year that the article was published. Then the title of the article. And please note that the title of the article, the only letter that is capitalized, is the first letter of the title. Now, then you place a period after that. However, the title of the journal, all the letters are capitalized in the title of the journal except for the smaller articles like of and. Then you're going to have a comma, the page numbers, if you can find that for the article that you're going to be reviewing. So learning how to do this and doing it only takes a few minutes, so taking the time to do that can mean a higher grade for you. And I will tell you that that's generally where students lose their points, is by not citing the article in APA format. Here's an example of how you would write environments that inspire and include that in APA format at the end or at the beginning of your paper that you're going to be submitting. So you would put Friedman, comma, or first initial S, period, put the date in parentheses, a period, then the title of the article, environments that inspire. Remember, only the first letter is capitalized, the other letters are lowercase, and then the title of the journal, which is Beyond the Journal, Young Children on the Web. All of the letters in the title of the journal are capitalized except for the articles. Remember, this is also italicized. Then we have a comma and then the page numbers. So that gives you an example of how to write a journal article review for your first assignment.